Hey, it's Shannon with directcarpet.ca. Today we are at Matt and Taryn's place. Today behind me you can see the staircase. We have a unique situation going on where we're going to start with a 27-inch runner at the bottom and we're going to scale up to a 33-inch runner. It's going to help with safety, it's going to help with slips, and it's going to create a unique design quality. Shannon, directcarpet.ca. So we are on phase number 2, where we are on this staircase here that has no lip. Now we're about to do the main area. We've got the underpad on, we've got the smooth edge on, carpet is rolled out, and we're ready to go. So without further ado, let's do it. As Tone Loc would say, let's do it. Now, when I set it up, I stick my fingers under there like that. You can get that, Storm? I stick my fingers under there and I put my thumbs there, and I can see that they're both at the lines of my fingers. That's how, because I've already centered it, I know that with my fingers as I go up, that I'm centered, right? And it's kind of good to center it before you start without a measuring tape, just so you can feel it. You can see as I'm feeling it. And then what we'll do is we'll take the tape measure. This is 7.5, 7.5, 7.25. So we're going to move that over, and the underpad's sticking out a little bit, so we will cut that when we get there. So we want to be 7.5 all the way up. And if our underpad sticks out, like this one sticks out a little bit, we'll pull it back. We're going to trim the underpad just a little bit. So we're good. Is we are going to split that, stick that staple in there, split that, split that, split that at the bottom. I'm going to come back over here, split that, split, split. And then you know what? One at the bottom for good measure. No staple marks. Now different lighting is going to show any kind of indentation. But we're going to try to do our best on this for Matt and Taryn. I'm going to do that. I'm going to split it on this side. Now before I put too many staples in, the carpet's starting to warm up. I'm going to see if I can't score this a little bit and tighten it up. Let's see if we can pull that buckle out of there. Now we don't want to do it too hard. And you know what? I don't like that there, so I think I'm going to pop some staples in there within that thing. Now normally we wouldn't do this. They would have a lip, but I want it to be as tight as it possibly can. Now with the lighting down here, you really can't see the indents, but it's possible upstairs that we won't be able to do all that. But when we get to that, we get to that. Let's tighten this up on this side. Split the difference. Let's get right into that thing. It's as tight as we're going to get there, but it's pretty good. For no lip, it's pretty good. Pop some staples. And this is not your average carpet runner. This is Anderson Tough Tech. See, this is very, very tough, very durable, and you have to work it. Next, let's find our center. 7.25, 7.25. Feel for the pad. It's a little tight over on this side. It could use a little shave. I just want that to go down nice there. This side's fine. I'm gonna crease it a little bit, just so we get it somewhat formed up that face. All right, that's not bad. I mean, you know, like I said, it could be worse. But they don't want to see any, from the sides of the stairs, they don't want to see any gaps. So the only problem with what we're doing is these staples do make indentations. And lighting will make that show. So we're trying to hide them wherever we can to give them that seamless look. Okay. Now let's just roll that over the edge. Let's get some of this here. Let's give it a little bit of a groove. I'm gonna check our 7 1/4 again, and we're good. Let me load up. Make sure that I got all the staples I need. All right, let's put some pressure on this thing. A lot of people might say, why you're not kicking it. Well, this stuff is prone to ripping. So what we do is, you can see that back and forth, putting a lot of pressure on that. Don't necessarily always have to kick. As long as we got the pressure on it. Let's get 2 staples in there to hold that, take the pressure off. And then there we go. We've got our pad on there, and we've got it down as flat as we can, so you can't really see the groove in the back. And that's what the real problem was here. That groove. You don't want to walk on that side of the staircase and see that hole. Okay, let's bang her in. Let's get some staples in that. Let's get that groove down there. Very nice. All right, let's bang those staples in again. Done. Very nice. All right, let's get set up for our next one. Pad's okay. 7 1/4. We're going in a little bit, starting to walk. And when it starts to walk, there we go. When it starts to walk, you got to correct. No staircase is ever straight. No human is ever straight. So we got to do a little course correction as we go. I would love to not put staples in the front, but I think it's a necessary evil. So let's keep going. The lighting is being nice to us and not showing that indentation. A lot of times though, if sunlight came in, you'd see those indentations. So we don't want that. So that's why we split that pile and hide that staple right in there. Right? You can't see that. You can see a little bit there. Split, put it in. And now, let's make a little bit of a crease. And now we're gonna put that stair in. I'm gonna check. 7 1/4, pretty good. We're gonna put pressure on that again. I'm not gonna kick it. I'm just gonna put some pressure on it. And then I'm gonna pop a staple in, split the pile, pop a staple, split the pile, split the pile, split the pile. Okay, same with this side. Okay, we're gonna bang it in. Give it a little crease. Just to make it a little easier to bang in. It is tough stuff. See that little bump there? We're going to split that pile, and we're going to push down on it. All right, like that. Same with this side. Very nice. Very nice.